Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another video. As you guys probably already know, I'm going to be uploading a video every single day up until Christmas. Now I'm doing a yearly 2020 Zodiac reading for every single Zodiac. We've already done Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. So go ahead and check those out if those are your signs. But today we're going to be focusing on Gemini. So if your birthday falls from May 21st to June 20th, you're a Gemini, and we're going to be seeing what is in store for 2020 for you. Okay, disclaimer. If you guys notice my voice sounding a little bit different, I am getting over a cold. It was a horrible cold. I don't even know how I got it. And it's like still there a little bit, but I'm getting over it. It's going away, thank God. So I lit some Lobhan incense to get rid of negative energy, to get rid of the bacteria in the air, and just to cleanse everything. Okay, so I have my coffee. I shuffled the cards already so that we can save time in the video, and let's get right into it. The crystal for a Gemini is a labradorite crystal. If you guys have been following me, you know that I love labradorite. It's changed my life. It is the crystal of magic. It's the stone of synchronicity. And Geminis, you guys are magical beings. Very, very magical beings. So if you work with the labradorite crystal, this enhances your already magical qualities, your already magical gifts and talents that you have within yourself. So if you guys are interested in labradorite hearts, I do have them up in my store, which I will leave linked down below for you. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right, so I'm just going to lay the cards out right here and start. The first card that comes up is like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So, okay, in the year 2020, I see romance. I see your love life and your like romantic life becoming more dominant and more fun, more creative. And I feel like you're really going to understand your power and your capability in creating your love life exactly how you want it. Now, this goes for all you Geminis that are in relationships and all you Geminis that are single. This goes for both. It's now time for you to start focusing your thoughts, your attention, the visuals that you have in your mind on positive things that you want to be attracting when it comes to your love life. Like attracts life. Like attracts life. Why did I say that? Like attracts like. That's a powerful message when it comes to the law of attraction. That is the law of attraction. So you're really going to be coming into this knowing, this like, it's like you're stepping into your power when it comes to love especially. And you're going to notice that the things that you have been trying to manifest when it comes to love, those are going to come into fruition in the year 2020. And it's going to give you a lot more confidence in your ability to manifest. So I think that I feel like you're going to see a lot of manifestations in your love life. The next card that comes up is have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. I see a rebirth happening. Not just for you, but it's like a rebirth of your career, your finances, your mental stability, your mental health, your emotional stability, just rebirth of everything. I feel like 2020 is a year where you're just going to become a brand new person. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee while you guys look at the cards. But, and I also see that, don't be too surprised if you see a lot of butterflies, if you haven't started seeing them. I feel like this is a huge, like, animal totem for you in the upcoming year. You may see a lot of synchronicities through butterflies. You may see butterflies, actually physically see them in real life. You may see them on TV, like, you know, on your mail, like, whatever, like, in random places, you'll see butterflies. When you see these butterflies, know that these are signs and messages from the universe guiding you and telling you to keep going in that direction. Butterflies are a signal of rebirth, of transformation, of beauty. Every time I see, and this has happened to me, you guys, all my Geminis out there, I'm talking to you guys from experience. Whenever I see butterflies, I know I know because I've experienced it that a change is coming that's going to transform me one step closer to where I want to be. One step closer to what I want to be. So expect that kind of energy in the year 2020 and have faith. Every time you see a butterfly, that's the universe telling you, hey, I'm here. I got your back. I'm listening. Okay. I'm working behind the scenes in your favor. Have faith in me. The next card that comes up is surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So in the year 2020, you're really going to give up this habit that you had where you compared yourself to others. And this is a habit we all have. But I feel like for you Geminis, because you are so naturally majestic and magical, some kind like empathetic energy comes with it. So if you've ever heard of empaths, I feel like a lot of Geminis have this quality where you kind of see something, see someone else's behavior, see someone else's lifestyle, see someone else's energy, and you almost kind of absorb it a little bit, you know? So it's very important for you to cleanse yourself often. Light your incense, sage yourself, wear black obsidian crystals, labradorite crystals. Labradorite crystals cleanse your aura and all your chakras, and it also just creates a protective barrier around your energy field. So in the year 2020, you're going to stop this absorption of other people's energy. I feel like you're done with that. You know, it happened a lot this year. Maybe you saw a lot of people on social media where their life looked a certain way. They were achieving certain things, getting married, becoming successful, whatever the case was. And it would make you feel like you were a little bit behind in life, or why aren't you attaining these things? You work just as hard. You're a good person. You know, probably a shittier person is just attracting all the things that they want, and you just see that and you're just like, what the heck? But in 2020, it's complete opposite. It's like you're going to understand. Like, even if you see somebody achieving something great in the year 2020, it's like you're going to bring your attention back onto yourself. This comparison habit is really going to die out, which is really exciting. And you really deserve that, because nobody deserves to compare themselves with another person. We each have our own journey. That's like if you compare one rose to another rose. You can't. Each one is different. Each one is beautiful, you know? Surrender stress. Okay, what I'm feeling is that 2019 was a stressful year for you Geminis. And a huge reason is because I feel like the universe was kind of cracking you open in order for your divine light to come out. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So in the year 2020, I feel like you're going to find a lot of ways to cope with stress, a lot of ways where you can handle it. And a lot of things that used to irritate you, get on your nerves, make you sad, make you anxious in the year 2019, these same things are not even going to bother you in the year 2020. It's like your whole mindset shifted because of this transformation, this rebirth. It's like stress doesn't affect you because you have this understanding with the universe, with the divine, with your higher self, that stress is not a natural human thing. Like we are not supposed to be stressed out. And I feel like in the year 2020, you're really going to tap into this and you're really going to understand this in a way that a majority of the people don't understand, and in a way that you have probably never even understood either. So that's another very, very exciting thing that's coming for you in the next year. All right, let's see what other cards came up for you. Already, I'm really, really excited about this reading. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. I'm going to put down a few more cards and let you guys take a quick look at them while I take some more coffee. Okay, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. You're going to be letting go of a lot of limiting ideas that you held on to that originated from your past. And this is where you're going to come into your own power, and you're really going to move forward in your life in a way that I feel like in 2019, there was a lot of blockages. And these blockages were because of these certain things that you held on to from the past. And I feel like a majority of them had to do with your love life. Okay, Geminis, you guys are so naturally magical. So you kind of expect your love life to be magical, your life to be magical, you know, your emotions to be magical. You just want that majestic feeling. You want your life to look a certain way. And in the year 2019, it didn't look like that way at all. Like, it was a complete opposite. But in 2020, expect, you know, you shed those leaves, and you're going to grow brand new branches and leaves and flowers and fruits. And a lot of these things that were holding you back, you're going to really leave behind in 2019. You're going to find your closure. You're going to find your peace. You're going to find that healing. They're not going to follow you into the new year. Hence that transformation, butterflies. That's a huge symbolism of releasing old beliefs, old patterns, toxic behaviors. You know, like that caterpillar, when it goes into the cocoon, when the butterfly comes out, it kind of sheds, you know, the cocoon out. It's just leaving it behind. It served its purpose. It was important at one time, but it served its purpose, and it can't stay in there anymore. It's not going to survive. A butterfly is not going to survive in the cocoon anymore. You can't hold on to that, you know? And I feel like that's what's going to happen is, like, in 2020, you're going to really let go of your old self, which comes to surrender worry. So you got the surrender stress card and surrender worry card. This is huge because I feel like whatever was burdening you in the year 2019, it's not going to burden you anymore in the year 2020. Whatever was causing you panic and worry and anxiety, it's not going to follow you into 2020. Expect that. The next card I see is Star Mother and then Star Seed. Ooh! Wow. Speaking of majestic beings, Geminis, you guys are really going to come into your power. You guys are really going to come into your divine light. Your light is going to shine in the year 2020. And something else that I see is in this card, it asks, how can you mother yourself? And then here it says, what lights you up? So two things I see big in 2020 is you're really going to bring the attention back to yourself, and you're going to give yourself a lot of nurture and pamper and love and attention. It's like you're going to bring, it's like all the energy that you are exerting outside of yourself, giving to other people, giving to other situations. 2020, you're like, nope, I'm taking back my energy. I'm taking back my power. I'm focusing on me. Who wants to follow can follow. Who doesn't want to follow, you don't belong with me. Like, it could be anyone. It could be a job. It could be a person. It could be a relationship. It could be an emotion, whatever. But you're just like, you know what? This is me. And if you don't resonate, then you don't belong in my life. That's the kind of energy that I see. Another thing I see is you're really going to follow the things that light you up. You're going to follow your passions a lot more in the year 2020. You are going to be doing a lot more of the things you love. This is a very, very strong energy, you guys, Geminis. Very high vibration energy. You guys are going to be like on this path of following just things that excite you, things that motivate you. You're going to be guided by those things. Ooh, you're going to be guided. You are going to be pulled by these things. You're going to gravitate towards these things that excite you, that make you feel like a child again. And then the number 3. The number 3 is the number of creation in alchemy too. So I feel like because you're going to be doing a lot more of the things that you love, it's going to be a lot more easier for you to manifest because you're going to be in the flow of that energy. When you do things that you love, you are tapped into that creation energy. Totality. The number 5, the number of change. Your life is going to change into this energy of totality where you're going to feel complete. You are finally going to feel complete. You know, you're going to feel like you can accomplish so much. I feel like in the year 2020, you're going to be very driven, very inspired, very motivated, very happy. I see your sacral and root chakra completely active and awake, which is beautiful. Another thing I see is compromises. Okay. Here's something that you're going to come into realization, which I think 2019 was a big eye-opener for you, is what kind of compromises do you want to make, and what kind of compromises have you been making that you didn't want to make? And in the year 2020, you're really going to be changing up what kinds of things you compromise. You're really going to be looking at where in your life you want to compromise what, and where in your life you draw the line and say, nope, I'm not budging from this. Like, no, I'm not compromising this. And that's huge. That's something that has to do with your root chakra, with your stability, with how safe you feel and where you are at your life. So yeah, and the number 6 is like you releasing what you're supposed to be doing, you know, who you're supposed to be, all that kind of stuff. Now you're coming into following your own path and being who you want to be. You know, you're no longer going to be following what you're supposed to be doing according to society, religion, what your parents taught you, stuff like that. Another thing I see is that you're going to be celebrating a lot this coming year. And I feel like you're going to start to celebrate the small things. I just feel like it's naturally going to happen. That magical energy that is so natural in you guys, Geminis, that's going to be very prevalent and dominant. And I feel like you're just going to want to celebrate. You got 2 3s. So that means that the energy of fun and spontaneousness and just having a good time, following your instincts, following your passion, it's going to be very, very strong. I feel it so strongly for you guys. Another thing I see is you guys are going to go out a lot more. Not even just out, because I feel like a lot of Geminis are homebodies. I feel like you're going to celebrate a lot within your house. You might have parties at your house, get-togethers at your house. You may celebrate by yourself, like have a glass of wine, watch Netflix. That's a celebration for me right there. But whatever you feel to you personally is a celebration, you're going to do it. You may just cook dinner for your parents, your significant other, your children. You may cook dinner for your family and friends, your coworkers, you know, and invite them over. It's just, I see a lot of cozy nights in that are going to be very celebratory and very fun participation. Another thing I see is that you're going to come into harmony with the elements of the earth, which is earth, water, air, and fire. So these things are going to, I feel like you're going to tap into each of these elements. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can explain how I think you're going to do it. So earth. I feel like you are going to tap into earth energy by traveling, by spending a lot of time in nature. This is something that you're going to be doing a lot. Air energy, you're going to be flowing. You're going to tap into that flow energy, which is going to help you manifest like crazy. Fire, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to speak your mind. You're going to say, I don't want to follow this path. I want to follow this path, so I'm going to follow this path. And I don't care what you think. Because all 2019, I cared what you thought, and I wasn't happy. 2020 is my year. I don't care what you think. I'm going to do what I want. And water. Water is where you flow with who you are. You come in contact with that peace and serenity of your spirit. If that makes sense to you guys. I really love you guys' reading. I'm kind of jealous. I'm a little bit jealous. Completion. There's something that was up in the air in 2019 for you guys, Geminis. It's going to come into completion in 2020. The missing pieces are going to come together. It's going to come to a resolve. I feel like if you guys had pending cases, court cases, those are going to come to a resolve. If there was a situation that was up in the air, there was a decision to be made, whatever the case was, like whatever it was that was up in the air that was not resolving, expect it to come to completion in the early 2020 wave of power. Again, you're going to come into your own power, a surge of power, uprising in your energy, exhilarating movement. That is beautiful. So it's not just movement, but it's movement that's going to be exciting for you. I also get the feeling that you guys are going to be doing a lot of like high energy activities, like skydiving, hiking, maybe like scuba diving, like stuff like that. Stuff like very adventurous. 2020 is going to be extremely adventurous for you guys. I feel like you're going to try a lot of new things that you probably thought you would never try before. I see a lot of that happening in the year 2020 for you guys. Another thing I see is somebody's going to come into your life. A guide, a mentor, a trustworthy ally. Now, this I don't see this as a partner. I feel like even if you're single or in a relationship, Geminis, somebody's going to come into your life that's going to change your life. These are the people that are going to come into your life and expose a whole new world to you that is going to be extremely adventurous, and you are going to embrace this. I feel like it's a best friend type of an energy. It's like a new friend or a new person, a new guide. Like the example that keeps popping up in my head is something that Jay Shetty always talks about, is when he met that monk. That monk changed his life, and he never thought that a monk would impact him so much. You know, he was always like, I think he was trying to study business. I'm not sure what he was trying to study, but he was like looking at he was never interested, or how do I say this? He never thought a monk would change his life. And when he saw the monk, he was instantly drawn, and it changed his life forever. So I feel like that's another thing. It's somebody's going to come into your life that you probably would never have even thought you would even interact with, but they're going to change your life forever. They're going to expose you to a whole new world. Another thing I see is that you're going to keep moving forward. You're going to be driven. Again, driven card, power card. This is a strong year for you guys, Geminis. All right, let's see what other cards came up for you. Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. This is the Magician card, if you guys are familiar with the Magician in Tarot. This is a card of alchemy, of creation. Again, creation. So you guys are going to have very powerful creation energy within your hands. I see a lot of balance. I see that Geminis are finally going to be able to balance work and home. Personal versus work. You know, your me time versus family time. You're just gonna finally find that balance that you couldn't really tap into in the year 2019. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. You got this in you know, the same reading as I'm like stuttering all over my words. You got 2 guidance cards. That's what I'm trying to say. So whoever this person is that is coming to you is going to be a very genuine connection, very genuine friend. Could be a long-lost family member, could be a new coworker, but it seems like you guys are going to get very, very close. I don't see it being very like a romantic connection. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this is like a friendship that is going to develop, that is going to be very beautiful. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So I feel like you have been through enough struggle in the year 2019, enough struggle for the next like 10 years, you know? So in the year 2020, expect it to be a smoother year. Expect it to be a year where things kind of just flow a little bit more effortlessly. Solitude. 2019 was hectic and crazy and chaotic, and a lot of things happened suddenly, and a lot of things happened that were not in your control. And you didn't get to spend a lot of time pampering yourself. You didn't get to spend a lot of time doing things for you. But in the year 2020, I see you doing a lot of things for yourself, pampering yourself, doing things you love. A lot of the you time, like me time, you know? I feel like you may be getting a lot more massages. Maybe it could be a monthly thing. You could be going to get more acupuncture, chakra healing, like just very spiritual stuff for yourself. I see a lot of spiritual growth as well that is going to happen within you, that is going to just kind of, how do I say it? Unleash your power. That's exactly what I want to say. So expect 2020 to be a beautiful, magical year, bringing out your already magical aspects. And I would really recommend you guys get yourself a labradorite crystal. I have labradorite crystals and bracelets up in my shop. I also have crushed labradorite and labradorite powder up in my shop if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a beautiful, beautiful new year, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye.